Episode 3 of the Trio Pod. Oh my God, we have been hanging in there. Consistency. Cheers to that, y'all. I don't know if y'all can check out the branding.
Boom. What y'all know about the Trio Pod?
We are so official, right? We are official. The Trio Pod. I am your host, Christian.
I'm Fallon.
Me drinking.
Mookie. I'm drinking.
Cheers. Right. Fallon says we. Oh, who's that? Janice says we
Fallon.
never. Somebody said. One of them
like,
said.
Like our mama said. What's this?
Which one of y'all did?
Somebody forget their name. Yeah.
Right. Says we never drank. So let me take my toast.
It's the third trio.
Third trio. Oh, that's a good omen. I love that. Y'all take y'all sip too. Y'all should be drinking on something. Green juice, coffee, cocktail.
Coffee in the evening is
When
tea.
we drink, you drink.
Right. I'm hoping they're drinking other stuff, but you know, for the people to be like, I don't drink, like, fine, whatever.
That's cool. Your green juice, whatever you gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's up, y'all? This is for real, like our catch up time.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. Like, it really started to settle in. Like, oh my God, we've really committed to this. Like,
right.
It's like
a commitment.
It's a real commitment. I'm like, okay,
we got lives.
I have to like schedule everything like around, my Tuesday. So, but yeah, I feel good. Like, I think the energy is good. We leading into summer slowly but surely. Springtime is here. I feel renewed. She got some new hair.
Honey got it laid and slayed.
I'm good.
Tonight.
I'm feeling good. How y'all feeling?
Good. I mean, it's spring, but it's still windy. Like, it's hot in the
fuck.
day and it's windy by 3. I just don't know, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm good.
I don't never ever recall it being this OD with the weather.
No.
Like, we really going through the seasons.
Yeah.
It's the most rain I feel like we've seen in winter. I guess
Did we get
transforming
that much
into.
rain?
It wasn't. It was like a couple of winters ago where we got like really, really crazy.
But we're
rain.
hot all the time.
But a lot of weather changed. Like the cold. Like I don't remember it being like in the 40s when I was a kid.
Yeah, no.
Like 40s.
I feel like the seasons shift. Like, they don't align with the months anymore.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
just
Like,
random.
they really don't like. Again, I used to think my birthday was in the heart of the summer because it's June 12th.
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to, right.
I mean, technically it's still spring, but it used to be so hot that it felt like summer. But now we get June gloom probably like the whole fucking month.
And then it's like 90 degrees during my birthday time.
Right,
In
when it's
October.
typically
Like randomly.
cold,
Like just hot
right?
as hell.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that
it was
LA
hot in
shit.
January. Unheard of.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was home with COVID and
Everybody
shit.
always
so.
feel like LA people like, shut up. Y'all always complaining about your weather. Shut up. Like, this is our plight,
Wait,
okay? If you don't like...
Did y'all see the video and it was like out here in California we got 5 inches of sun or something like that? Because
Not
everybody else said
5
that.
No, but that's hilarious. No. That's funny as hell.
That is crazy. Yeah, the wind, like, at night, sound like somebody breaking into the house.
Sound like fucking thunder.
Right.
I'm done.
That
with
shit is
it, but
OD'd.
Well,
Wait a minute.
just be thankful to have somewhere to be. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
feeling good.
So
Let's
far,
not complaining. People got rained in their house and all kinds of
I
stuff.
know.
I know,
Snowed
yeah.
in, so
Yeah.
rained in, snowed in.
exactly.
Yeah.
For
So,
real.
but
But yeah, I feel
no rain
like...
issues.
Go ahead. Would you? Oh, brother. Oh, we'll wrap that up. Okay. Yeah, but I feel like it has been, again, it's only like the beginning of the week, but I have been so productive these past few days.
Nice.
So it's been...
I think it's the
I'm
energy.
already tired and shit.
We're in Aries season right now. Mm-hmm. So for all of our astrology buffs and stuff, so as the astrology signs progress, first of all, Aries starts off the astrological calendar. Everybody thinks it's Capricorn, which you would think because it's the beginning of the year, but it's actually Aries. Aries is the baby of the zodiac. So as we phase through each sign, we end up experiencing what those signs experiences as far as like energy is concerned. So Aries is about passion, impulse, action, getting it done, knocking shit out. It's also about like just that fiery, like, I'll slap the shit out of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't test me at the same time.
Right.
Like, excuse me. So I feel like that's kind of like the energy that we're kind of feeling, that get up and go, like that go-getter type energy. So maybe that's why.
What
Maybe.
about you? Like, what space are you in?
I'm on the same time. Like, I mean, I'm always plotting and planning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that getting in like a mind space or a mindset where you can kind of like be unapologetic about it. Because sometimes I can be very just like, I'm working, I don't need to show it. I don't have to tell everybody when I'm doing play by play. But sometimes it's like, you don't even know you could be encouraging somebody.
Absolutely.
Or putting yourself in position to network or, you know, be seen or, you know what I'm saying? So I just try to make myself more visible and put more of what I'm doing out there on the regular. But yeah, I'm always working.
What space are you in?
I mean, the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think... not to keep going back to 2020, but 2020 it set so many of us down. You know what I mean? Like, and it put you just in a different space. So now it's just like, it's kind of, I just feel like it's go time. I usually say it, but I feel it. You know what I mean? Like a real like shift. Like I greet the day with a different energy, or the day greets me with a different energy.
I like that. Ooh.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty much.
Motherfuckers be looking for signs, looking for shit that they can use. Like, the day meets me with good energy. That's real shit.
You know, so that's just where I'm at. You know, I'm just ready. Like, I think we were talking on text about like, I'm just ready to be crafty in my field, basically.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's just where I'm at with it. You know, I'm realizing every day, like, I don't think corporate America is necessarily for me. Like, I'm not with work culture politics, and it's just there. I think a lot of like that practice is just outdated. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
It's just so outdated. Like, I really don't. I mean, I love waking up, of course, but it's like my day does not belong to me. I would have to schedule out me time when I wake up in the morning.
Out. If you in corporate America, like, you're getting pimped out for services rendered, and you know, you have a price on your head for whatever services that you provide. You know, and we have to pay bills, so it is what it is. You know, and we live in LA. Like, you gotta have a job, you gotta be doing something. But yeah, we're getting pimped out just a little bit.
That's crazy when you really think about that, because you really spend the prime hours of your day making somebody else a bag. A bag.
And I'm the most productive between 12 and 6. Like, my work schedule can start at 12 to 6.
Really?
But I get paid the same rate and I'll be fine. You know what I mean? It's just part of it is the field that I'm in. Like, they not up at 9. You know what I mean? But like by noon, like, I could just burn through that. Versus, okay, let me start this at
and try to stretch it.
It just makes sense.
Just to make yourself be doing something. Work.
So by noon, that's when the field I'm in, that's when they're most up and alert and ready to go.
Got it.
And they don't want to pay you just to sit idle. No. So it's like, you could have all of the execution of what you need to get done, whatever tasks are required for you to get done for the job. All of that could be completed. It's like they want you to do busy work. Like I guess it used to be in school. If you don't want your work, read a book. I want to do that. This is my time.
But that's it. So yeah.
Same thing.
Not bore them with work, but y'all feel us like
y'all got jobs.
You know?
And I think it's important too, and I was talking to shout out to Brian Salas. I was talking to Salas on Twitter, segueing into text messages, and we were talking about, there was a tweet, the guy, don't quote me, he basically was like, fuck anxiety, get your rest, get some sleep. Don't let them tell you that you gotta work hard and shit, and you're not putting in team no sleep and all of that. Don't make people throw that at you like you're not working hard enough if you're asleep by a certain time, or if you don't wake up at a certain time.
That's funny.
And I had to co-sign on that. I'm like, I'm somebody firsthand that suffers from major anxiety, you know, but I finally feel like I have it sometimes too, when I feel like I'm overwhelming myself with my, you know, with my business or my daughter or whatever I have going on in my life. But I finally found that balance, so I don't have it as much. But yes, I'm going to shut down my phone at probably 8:30 or 9 o'clock or whatever. I'm putting my shit on Do Not Disturb, and I'm going to try to get a full night's sleep. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? If I get up at 5:36, that's when I'm most productive. I'm a morning person. So if I feel like I can get up at 5:30, then I can work out. Then I'm fully alert. I got my shower. I'm ready to go. 6:37 is go time for me because I'm wide awake. I got my workout out the way, and now I feel like I can be productive or spend those whatever amount of hours towards whatever I'm going to do.
But you got your me time in. Like, it doesn't start on the clock for somebody else. Like, that time is literally designated for you. Versus getting up and trying to dart out the house because it's like, oh, let me not be a minute late to clock in.
For they ass.
Right. And the question he asked me was, are you doing something that you love, or are you working somewhere that you're not passionate about? So he said, so why did you have the anxiety so bad? Because he was basically saying, like, if you're doing something you love, then it should be like a good stress, to some degree. And I said, well, it was both. You know, it's trying to find the balance again with the passion, the work,
the juggling
of all of it. You know, because we have dreams and goals and aspirations, but we still got to clock in. I'm at work and shit, texting motherfuckers and shit, trying to book interviews and shit. I'm on my job's time, and I know my boss knows that, because he even put me in, like, I know this is not what you want to do. Like, let's keep it all. Like, he knows.
I've
like,
been told that too, so maybe that's a sign. They kind of just like, we're gonna move you to this and that. I used to fight it. You don't think I'm capable? Like, bitch, we're trying to help you out, bitch. You were not willing to like.
I'm a creative. Like, I need to be in a creative space. I'm low key want to be in my ideal job. If I had to work for a 9 to 5, was to be with a team and we building marketing plans and we coming up with creative projects and shit. Like, I want to be in a team with people and everybody has an assignment and we're doing creative shit.
Right.
That's
you speaking it.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like my ideal position or job. Not to be sitting behind a. No offense, and thank you God. Thank you God for my job. There's no shade, but you know what time it is,
right?
You gave me this purpose, so don't. Hey,
right.
I want to read the 7 spiritual laws of success because I think a lot of that, and I don't know the premise of the book, but just based on the name, I'm assuming that they're going to be talking about different ways to attain success without the heavy lifting, because there is a misnomer that you have to break your fucking back just to kind of execute stuff and get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fine line. It is a balance because it's like, what does it work? Smarter, not harder or whatever. Yeah, but then you also do want to put in your 10,000 hours. It's balance. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to, I don't feel like, break your fucking back just to get it done.
I mean, that was... Daddy, we love you, but
that was a lot of that. One that did it.
That was a lot of that.
Yeah, for sure.
With the whole making a band. He told us you can't sleep never. You know what I mean?
Where did that get him? No, just like...
Right.
Just the band, not all the bad boy. Cause face, I love you, girl. Like, but you did that. Like, fuck, they talk about what?
That's where that came from. The whole sleep when you die, sleep is the cousin of death, like all that stuff. That's just a dated way of fucking thinking. That's all we saying.
Yeah, it's outdated. Okay, y'all will chase your dreams.
Right.
With some sleep.
Right.
With some sleep.
Like, put that phone on. Do not disturb when you feel like you need to.
10 years ago, you probably didn't even know you could be as creative. Like, a lot of, like, what we see now didn't even exist back then.
It's
so we
true.
were kind of taught school, work. That's it. Like, it really
marriage,
wasn't...
baby, die. Oh, my God.
It really wasn't taught.
Yeah,
you can go be an entrepreneur. You can go and start your own this, that, and the third. Like,
it wasn't taught or encouraged.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. You either went to school to work for someone or went to school to work for someone. Like, there really wasn't much in
Was
between.
that, though, because our parents were not entrepreneurs? Because a lot of our parents were not business owners either. So is it because usually when you are a business owner, you end up passing that down to your children.
I feel like that's part of it.
It could be.
Because it's all taught. It all starts with our parents.
Yeah.
A lot of the reason why the way we are is because of our parents.
I don't really agree with that fully. I think the knowledge to get it done possibly would have been there, but most of the time is that's you trying to get into the family business. We need you here. So all the
we need
structure to come
that
here.
I agree with.
You know what I mean? Like, before, it really wasn't other creative ways that we knew you can start this particular business.
Make some money. Yeah.
Schools wasn't even influencing you to do your own thing.
Never.
You know, they were just preparing you for the next trade-off. You know what I'm saying? That was it. They didn't teach me, about an LLC. I'm just saying basic shit.
Yeah.
Like, we wasn't taught
Credit.
Credit.
But this is shit that you would think this would be basic fundamentals at schools.
It's not. They just got you ready for the UC or CSU system.
And then motherfuckers that got degrees be holding on to them degrees. Like, I got a marketing degree or I got a degree in sociology. And ain't nobody, half of y'all ain't even using y'all shit. And not like
Shout out to the marketing degree.
Yeah, that's no shade.
I hope y'all using them.
I have a marketing degree too.
Okay, well, I hope they're using them. If you're bragging on them and you saying that is the basis of your existence.
When did you get your marketing degree? Not you. I'm talking about a person that got it because those methods don't quite really apply. It's a whole new way of marketing.
It changes. It changes. That's
you know
true.
what I mean? Like, it's a whole new way of doing it, of applying that shit. So,
well, shout out to y'all in school.
It's people who really have their degrees. They want to go into their creativity. Like, this is my real passion, but I thought I had to do this because that was pressure by the parents. You know.
What do y'all think about? Because I talked to Yuri or whatever about college. We, of course, I mean, because to be honest or whatever, she'll be 13 next month. Time. And so, like, it's going to happen like this. Quick. And so we have those conversations. And I'm kind of like, if you don't have, because, I'm entrepreneur all day. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a game plan, you talking about getting some money and you come to me with something or whatever, like, mommy, help me help this grow.
Yes.
We going to do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if you don't have no plan, you haven't been showing any action besides just having it on paper. What have you been doing? People, like, I know we went to school with people that were very ambitious and always sold like candy or t-shirts, or if you have that hustle in you, like, I'm gonna support it, but if not, girl, your ass going to school.
Right.
Like, what do y'all think about that? Like, should parents be pushing their kids to, go to school even if that's not their thing, if they've shown promise in other areas, or
I'm gonna have to piggyback off of you on that one as a parent. So for one, like for example, Elijah, he got accepted to UC Merced. That's one of the schools that he wanted to go to.
Go
so
Elijah!
Elijah applied to 9 UCs and got accepted to 4 so far.
Wow.
So I'm talking about UCs though. This is a boy that is excelling in AP honors classes or advanced placement classes at Crenshaw. Shout out to my nephew. I'm so proud of Elijah.
Go Elijah.
So for somebody like him, and Elijah is just at home, and we talk about this all the time. He knows he's lazy.
Yeah.
Elijah's lazy. You know what I'm saying? He's like, school's for me.
Right.
He knows he's not really necessarily like the creative person, but he's a nerd in the sense of like, I'm an IT kind of guy, which is a bag.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when you have something like that going for yourself, yes, you need to go to school because there's certain things that you need to learn in that particular field. And I'm sure there's some self-taught things too. Right. But when it comes to that, it's like, okay, we need to support you. We're going to make sure you see it through. Right. You know what I mean? But I'm noticing now with my 8-year-old daughter, and of course she has so much time, but Tori is into music. It's just kind of hand in hand. She likes to play the piano. She wants to sing. She wants to dance. Yeah, Mommy, I want to make YouTube videos. So why am I not going to get behind that and support it? Right. No, put it down. Put the phone down. Put the videos down. Don't dance. Right. And do your homework. Right. Yeah, we can do homework, but let me at least give you some time to be creative. Let me allow you to get into your space and do things that you want to do that I can see that are developing. Because when she sing, I'm like, oh, sis, you can hold a note. Right. So I'm like, okay, get on that piano and do your la la la's. Right. Because who am I to not get behind that and support it because it starts now. So I think I'm going both ways with it. I'm going to get behind it and support it. If I see something creative there and that you want to do, and like you said, something that can develop them, in the future, and if the school route that's what it's looking more towards, and you just ain't got nothing else going on the side, then I'm gonna get behind that as well. So it just depends on the path where you just kind of just pay attention to your child. Yeah, I think it's just a different feel than what it was, like you were saying, when we were younger. It was no option. You going to school, absolutely. And our ass went to school, and see what we're here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. On your TV screens, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
But I think it depends. I think both areas is right. Like, yeah, I think depending on what you want to do does take further education in order to do it. Yeah. I also think it's important to know what you want to do. You know what I mean? I do think some people need like a break. Some people need to experience a little bit of life to know what they want to do. Because we have so many people who go to school and they study a field they hate. They study a field they don't pursue after they get their degree. That's true. You know what I mean? Like, they end up not in it. They have their bachelor's in one thing and they go for their master degree in something totally different. Right. But they qualify for the classes. Sure. You know what I mean? So I think both are really healthy. However, I do think we're kind of segueing away from even that traditional route. You know what I mean? Because you can literally create what it is that you want to do. That's true. Yeah, so it's like a catch-22 when it comes to like the school thing. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to waste the money. Because it costs a bag just to have it. And
unless you get in the scholarship game, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to tell my daughter too, whatever. We're trying to tell her, like, okay, she's already y'all height at 12. Right. Get the basketball scholarship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even have to be that good. Like, they will still recruit you just to be on the team.
Okay, let me speak for the tall girls. That's like the worst advice to give. Because, well, let me tell you why. Okay, well, school me, educate me. That's not the worst advice to give. I take that back. Okay. But it's almost like when you're tall, right?
Everybody just pushes you in
they automatically think you need to go play basketball or volleyball, right? Or model. Yeah. There's stigmas that come with it.
It is, because it's like, why do you think I have the basketball look? Like, why do you... Like,
what does that look like? What does the basketball look like?
Hey, look up a team.
No shade.
Look up a team. No shade.
That's the funniest.
But it's like, why are you pushing me to basketball? Do I have the skills?
Right.
Of it?
It's so.
Do I have any of it? Like,
no, it's solely because Yuri is like the most girly girl that she has no time, and she's taken basketball. I've done basketball or whatever, and she didn't like it. She didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? We had to push her.
But are you saying that because that'd be a way to help her get into school?
Correct. Okay. Correct. Like, you don't even have to be that good. Like, just be on the team.
That's what help you pay for school.
Be a name on the roster. You can get through school. You know what I'm saying? Go to some...
Have them pay, basically.
Be in illustrious programs and have access to all of these things. It's just a different route if you do the college route. You know what I'm saying? She was like, UCLA, like, just the name of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, girl... Get into it. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying that it all manifests by then. But even still, even if you have the bag, why pay for it if you can do it the smart way? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
but then you also want to push her into something she like. Correct. You know what I mean? Like, then it's like, I don't like basketball, but then I have to do this to make you guys happy. You know what I mean? Because it's still roundabout ways. It's still people. She's black. She'll be a young woman.
Right.
There's so much money thrown at you when you get to these universities. You can just apply for the scholarships at that point. You know what I mean? So that should have paid for itself. It's just once she finds out what she wants to do, it just goes into just nourishing it.
Yeah.
Is she?
it.
I mean, I know she's into boys, but is she? Have y'all had those conversations and
Those conversations.
Like
we talk real open shit, shoot the game. But she like, I don't like him. He not cute. She used to love Drake. Oh my God, don't kill me, baby girl. You must be watching this anyway, but badass. But Drake used to be her.
Wait, I was about to
That's
start
the only person
like,
that I heard.
we're going to move the conversation along because I know if she was here, she would be like,
Mom, this is it.
Cut it.
That's the only person that she's like, at least it was somebody high on the totem pole. You know what I'm saying? It's this little boy Trayvon, you know, whatever, like, you know.
Not Trayvon.
It's like
all the Trays are terrible.
All the Trays. Okay.
First of all, any nigga with a T name.
That's hilarious.
All of them with the T's.
All the T's.
Straight up. That's some real game.
T's, Tauruses, all of them. Just trash.
Oh my God.
Just that vibration.
Go hand in hand.
It's off deck. Okay.
That's the T.
Well, shout out to all the college. We went to college. We went to West LA.
We did.
Together. Y'all started before me.
And I had my associates.
Yeah. I went to Northridge and, you know, came back.
Well, I had my associates and my bachelor's. I finished online, though.
Okay. Well, congratulations on that, baby girl.
Who's not online right now?
Right. Who's not online? University of Everson shit.
Who's not?
After all the accreditation got snatched.
Right.
So.
Right. But you did your due diligence.
I did my part.
You know, so shout out to all the college people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you guys have a quick question.
Okay, let me pour up.
Right.
No, it's not like that. So
you gave that side, though.
My trio pod glass.
So I was having a conversation with someone the other day. We were talking about like just someone from our past a long time ago, and they say you like, oh, your old boo or something to that effect, right? And I was like, no, it's not. Like, we cool. So it made me ask the question, like, well, when do you stop referring to someone as an ex? Like, how much time has to pass? Like, because for me, after a little while, we just friends. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not claiming nobody from high school. Any dealings I had with you.
That's a fact.
High school.
Entanglements.
20 entanglements, accidents, whatever it is. It don't count.
Right. What are you considering an ex? I'm only considering an ex somebody that I call my man.
Okay, if you called me your man, at what point?
Like literal, like.
But at what point will you stop? Like,
I don't even reference exes. It's like they never existed.
There we go.
Well, damn.
Because I'm not friends with any of them. And because it's fun. Who was I having a conversation with? Somebody was like, are you still friends with any of your exes? Or we're not friends. It might have been Yuri because we be just shooting the shit. Like, I'm not friends with any of my exes. And it's not, I don't think intentional, but I'm just not.
That's interesting.
I'm just not. So I don't know. Because once we're done, it's over. Like, I don't know you.
Like, I'm friends with, past acquaintances.
Right.
At least her.
But, we're just cool.
Just
like,
friends.
I would not reference any relationship points that existed.
That were like, oh, this is my ex.
Right.
This is my ex.
Like, I would not still be like,
I don't think I've even used that terminology. Like,
or even as a reference point. Like,
I might say my ex nigga. That sound more like something that I say.
Ex nigga.
My ex nigga and shit.
Right. Like, what about you, Chris?
I would have to say I'm the opposite.
So
I'm
you
not going back to no nigga in high school though. I'm not even going back early 20s. But we go shout out to DeAndre because when
no, this should not say the name.
Because when his name does come up, I'd be like, that's my ex nigga from like 15 years ago. So, but he was like one of my real boyfriends.
Right. But that's
what a time and shit.
What a time.
But yeah, that was
1500 kind of thread sheets and shit. You had to be
Long
there.
Beach.
Long Beach in the house. LBC. Shout out to the niggas in the
there.
LBC. Them were some different type of niggas though.
Shout out to the
y'all,
LBC.
though.
That was cool.
With all due respect.
That was a cool time.
Yeah, but
that's my nigga too. That's my nigga. That's what's so funny. Like, it be all of these like phases and times. It's like, man, wouldn't even like talk to these people no more.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And he was a real boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, he was a real boyfriend for, I think, a couple of years. I don't remember how long, but
yeah, it
don't go back. Like, anybody before him is like, but I'm like, that's my ex nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
Off top.
Okay.
Like, if it's a nigga that I used to talk to, that was my man.
That was my man.
That was really my man.
What about that shit where they be like, because niggas be getting irritated with that or whatever, like, oh, I used to talk to him. Do y'all do that?
No.
Because that's kind of a thing,
No,
too.
that's
Bitches
tea.
be like, oh, I used to talk to him.
No, that's
blah, blah, blah.
tea.
Like, bitch,
We all used to talk to somebody.
We all used to talk to him,
We
girl.
all talked
you
to
talk to him, too.
And I'm for sure we all circled around this. This is first. All this shit is so small. Somebody has talked to somebody, and we all done talked to somebody.
Oh, the tangled webs we
Yeah,
weave.
like this shit is small. So I don't. Yeah, I'm not pulling that card. And I hate.
I want to say something so bad, but I'm not gonna say.
And I know this is the time.
Hit around
This-
to it.
Hit around, right? This is the time.
Okay. First and last name. I love.
Right.
Oh,
And I don't.
You had to be
like
there.
girlfriend.
I love him.
She follows me too on Instagram, and it's
Interesting.
weird because
The girl?
the girl.
She's reaching.
And
Wow,
so,
does she-
but
does
no,
she-
let me tell you. It's
It is a reach.
she follows me on Instagram and stuff like she'll like stuff here and there with it, and I might like a little something back or whatever. Like we girl, like whatever.
Don't know. Do not.
But let me tell you what's weird about it. Like I've seen her in person, like I think like 2 times,
And she don't speak.
and she don't speak.
Absolutely.
So I followed her
It's Cap.
because I'm
You followed her back?
Yeah.
Why?
First of all, because we ain't tripping no more.
Right, we tripping out there, like, and he not checking for you, man. So no shade, no tea. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nobody was friends from the beginning of the phase.
yeah, no, I don't know. You know, I be trying to turn this new leaf because we just been
That-
bitches for so long. You know, I just be like, okay, it's cool. I'm not, because it's no issue. Like, what's the problem?
That's true.
It's never
Growing
been
in
an
those
issue.
areas.
And
What's the problem?
And the problem are the niggas.
Right.
It's the niggas.
Right.
It's the niggas that we talk to or the niggas that it's just the niggas.
But it's ironic when you talk about that small. Oh, excuse me. When you talk about, why do I keep telling the mic? Excuse me.
Hilarious.
That's gonna become a thing. We talked about. Oh God, I'm drunk now, and I forgot the thought. That happens all the time. Damn it!
Come on now.
I know. We
Get it out. Get it out.
No, I'm sorry. When we talk about the tangled webs we weave, talking about girl,
Yes, with her.
with
him.
Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
And when I see her too, it's like, bitch, I still want to fight you after 15 years
Oh,
later.
bitch, please.
Because I've seen her out. So we were in Playa Vista. Playa Vista is very popular to trick or treat.
Very popular to hang out because that's where
Halloween, trick or treat Halloween time.
Shout out
and
to
shit,
the
so-
Marina gang.
The Marina gang. Playa
If it was
Vista.
there, you had to be there.
had to
What was
be
that?
there.
06, 07?
A dub.
A dub.
A dub.
Because I went to a few,
Fucking bitch.
but when I was
Girl.
before I left to Seattle, I was at a couple of the Playa Vista functions.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
That was
Y'all had
nice
some
to
laid
be.
apartments in Playa
Who wasn't
Vista,
there?
right?
Right.
Who wasn't?
But yeah, going back to that, I've seen her out, with her child. And I was with mine, and it was just kind of like a stank. I'm like, it's been 15, like,
Bitch, I need you to let that go,
Easy.
girl. Let that go, girl. Let it go.
easy, at least 15
I wish
years.
a bitch
And
would be
I'm
looking
not
at me
even
funny up
tripping.
here.
Like, and you got a whole. Here's the thing: you fucking a whole new nigga.
Right.
Why are you tripping?
Right.
Because I'm not.
And I'm not checking for your nigga at all. Not that one.
It's funny because we see him in Buddha Market. Shout out to Buddha. If you know Buddha, if you know,
my
you
God,
know.
we were together.
Y'all did. Yeah.
When we seen him in Buddha.
Girl, he
And he was
scurried out of there.
rushing.
Girl, he scurried out of
When he
there.
see us, he act like he didn't even know us.
Girl,
He
that
played
would've
us to
pissed
the,
me off.
He played us to the left.
No, well, we didn't give him the opportunity to play into the left. We didn't
But he was in a car. I'm just saying. I said hi.
Did you?
Yes.
And he was trying to just scare y'all.
What
He, he acted like he didn't know us. Like he never. Like yes.
I didn't say nothing.
D. LBC, nigga,
D-
don't ever do
DB
that.
DB.
We'll revoke your LA pass, nigga. Your ass will have to go back off of the, what is that, the 710? What is that?
Right.
We'll make you go cross
Easy.
over. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
Girl, that was a day. What
Yeah.
was we doing that night?
I have no clue, but it was a chick in the car.
Right, because
And he got
wherever
out
he
first.
it looked like his car was just sitting there because you know how the shit fall from the tree.
Right.
It was all over the windshield. That's how we knew, like,
Which
wherever
one?
he was.
The details.
Well, that
was
time.
sitting
Maybe he
in
didn't want y'all to
detail.
see the car.
No, it was like a BMW or something.
A dated one, I think.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Joking.
Mookie with the car shit. She
Joking.
already said what her shallow
Joking.
requirements are, so don't be
Joking.
shocked or surprised.
No, because he just does. So he be looking for shit to fucking frown
Okay,
about.
fuck
And what
him.
about his friend?
Girl.
So,
Next.
sweetie,
That's an ex.
That's an ex.
That's an ex.
sweetie.
Oh, what a topic.
Bring up the okay. So for those that have been living under a rock, like what happened? You know what happened?
Dude,
You don't know what happened?
fellow, bring us
I
some
don't.
cues.
Okay, so
I don't know all the. I don't know all the tea. I just know
So what
that.
happened?
Long story
I just know take
short,
care.
long
I just know
story
take
short,
care.
Saweetie and Quavo separated due to what seemed to have been infidelity.
Right.
She did go on her ex's show. Speaking of exes, great segue, Mook. Her Justin Combs, who
Right.
is fine by the way, to be so
Fine.
small in that little
Yeah,
small
no, he's
package.
fine.
That's why I date short niggas. Because a lot of the short niggas be cute. Them tall niggas or whatever, I think, like, I don't know, God was like, okay, which one? You want the height or you want the, you know what I'm saying? You want the, you know, it's up to you. But a very handsome young man. And so that's Sweetie's ex. And so she was on the show and they were discussing like just different stuff. Like they just had that energy. You know how you have that energy with a nigga? It's unspoken. He looking at her though.
And
like
she became Sweetie that we know today. Yeah. Because she wasn't the same Sweetie. Yeah. They was kind of.
Right. And so that's like her old man, her ex nigga, whatever. So it's like she went on that show, I think after, of course, they had maybe broken up. I mean, you know, she went public with it last week saying that they had broken up due to infidelity, saying that, you know, basically, like, you know, I'm tired of, I don't appreciate the betrayal. You know, I've been betrayed. I don't want to deal with this anymore. You know, I know my worth or whatever. I look forward to the future and what my future holds. You know, I'm very hopeful about it. And then so he responded basically saying, I'm paraphrasing. He responded basically saying, like, you know, you're not the woman I thought you was.
I saw that.
And then he said, I had love for you, which would have pissed me off. Like, you wasn't in love with me?
No, that would have pissed me off.
You had love for me. Like,
what the fuck does that mean?
You had, like, he tried it. So,
think about a whole Bentley.
Right, what do you
plus
mean?
Some.
But he, you know, but whatever. And so he said, you know, you're not the woman I thought you was, but, you know, have a nice life, something. And then she says the take care tagline, and then that was it. So what y'all feel about?
So wait, did he say he didn't think she was that kind of woman or whatever he said based on her coming out public about the relationship?
I think so. And
because he was pissed about her going public.
And it probably was a couple of different things.
Y'all have a public relationship though.
But it's like, was our shit Hollywood or was our shit 100? Because regardless of whether or not we on this stage and we getting this money, like, nigga, our shit's supposed to be in-house.
Yeah.
Period. So I think she lost. Personally, it's like, you know, you could have, even if you said something that alluded to the fact that you was just on your own shit or whatever, or you just start hopping out or whatever, like looking bomb as fuck or whatever, we getting into the summertime and that was just your shit. But to, like, you know, we are officially you know, broken up, you know, it's like the PSA. It's kind of like, was it really necessary?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's probably why he's like, you know what? I'm straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then her going on her ex's show. We don't know what kind of conversations were had about that. You know how niggas be with your, you know, your ex nigga and shit. So
and it looked like they film at the crib in the backyard.
And he all looking at her like he want to eat her up like a fucking steak. Like,
I haven't watched it.
Go back.
When you watch the pictures of her, and like them two together, her and the ex, like you could tell this was Sweetie becoming Sweetie. Like, okay, now she who she is. She done put out some dope little records. She got her little crew. No, he didn't make her. I'm saying she became who.
Or maybe she developed into that while she was in the relationship with him.
No. When she was with Diddy's son,
right?
Like,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they were together. When you look at their pictures, you could tell she was pricing on her ascension. Like,
got it.
Tap in, what now?
Okay, got you. Like, the whole aesthetic, the whole
right. I think she had braces on in one of the pictures. So then she come back around with her own following, her own people, her own
so
shit.
he looking like,
right. In a relationship with a nigga from the Migos, like, let's be clear, Migos is that group. You tell me?
Them niggas,
but he's somebody too, though.
You know, that's what you're saying.
Yes, but the Migos is
the Migos,
right? You can't really clown like, oh, you with that weirdo. You know how dudes be.
Top tier,
right?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying.
No shade.
So I don't know. I just think those relationships are just super, super interesting. At the end of the day, these are like some 20-something millionaires. 26, 27, 28 millionaires. Like, it is what it is. Honestly, this makes me, like, miss back in the day when relationships was kind of kept quiet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because then when y'all make the relationship a business, then y'all on Vogue, GQ, all this stuff y'all on just to, like, break up. Like,
right.
It's stupid to me.
Yeah, I just, and I know they are, you know, big names and big household brands, and they're like some of the most wealthiest, like you said, in their early 20s. They're wealthy. They're, you know, they're like the face of the media or the music right now.
Right.
But it just sometimes be so capped to me. Like, I get like Cardi and what's her man's name?
I think she love that nigga.
Like, no, definitely.
I think she tapped in.
No, she's all, and he is too.
He better be.
He is, but he's a nigga.
It's triggering. I will tell you, when I watch this shit, but especially they shit is triggering as fuck to me.
That's it.
Why was she like, I want to suck some dick right now?
Cardi B is a mess. I fuck Cardi B.
I know he gets tired of that shit. He like, come on.
Like, bitch, stop.
Like, please.
I'm so tired of you doing that.
Like, could you imagine every day?
Like, bitch, get a grip.
But like, she wants to blow jobs down like all day and shit.
Okay, so then what do you guys think about the infidelity part? Because that was the reason why she was saying that she left. She said, damn, should I pull it up?
Here's the thing.
If you could find her in a couple
Let me try to find
You are
the
dealing
quote.
with one of the biggest niggas in the game right now. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you have to kind of understand who you're dealing with and what comes with that. And, you know, and I'm never comparing myself to that, but I'm kind of on a smaller spectrum of that. And I kind of understand, like, I know who I'm dealing with and I know what the kind of nigga I'm dealing with. So I would not, you know, of course I'll be hurt if I found out that he fucked somebody else or went out and had another baby or did something like that to betray what we have. Mm-hmm. But I know it's tough for a nigga like that to be faithful. Let's keep it all the way a buck.
I mean, yeah and no, because it's like, this is our environment. Like, we this our field. We in this shit together. We are equals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, we are 100% on the same playing field. It ain't like I'm with the rich dude who gonna be out there and have access to them all. And I'm just a girlfriend. Like, shit, I'm just as popping as you.
Yeah.
For every bitch you can get, I can pull a nigga.
Absolutely.
Of the same caliber or higher. You know what I mean?
But as a man, I think he still knows, like, and he can go get, to me, I'm sure he probably has the mindset, like, low-key, I can go get another bitch like Sweetie.
Right. And
I can go get another bitch with a bag.
And she probably feel the
Same way, right.
The exact same way. But if you think about it just on the, like, to humanize it, it's like, we don't know what their relationship was like for real. Like, who was she at home?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Behind closed doors.
When the lashes was off, when she wasn't on, whatever her name is. Her real name Sweet Tea or whatever her name
Girl,
is?
I doubt it.
Okay, I mean, when she was at home,
my time
chilling on a Saturday, like, who knows what that was like, or who knows what it's like really dealing with his ass. Because niggas be hella hard to deal with sometimes. Like, that shit look nice, but man, this nigga can be hella difficult.
Right.
You know what I mean? On like just the day to day. So we don't know what that shit was hitting for real.
So I'm paraphrasing because I can't find it, but I know she said something along the lines of the intimacy isn't real when you're giving it to other women.
Yeah,
That's
something
a
like
fact,
that
though.
when
That's
it's
a fact.
shared. Yeah.
The intimacy isn't real when you're giving it to other
That's a
women.
fact.
And I think I have to agree in a sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like the women versus men, what is it, Venus versus Mars or
Right.
whatever. We just feel and think different. So in our minds and our capacity, we as women, I don't think we can relate to the fact that men are able to literally compartmentalize their relations as it pertains to who they fuck and who they don't.
Right.
We're like, and that's why they tell us or whatever, like when y'all cheat, it's different. And we try to negate that and be like, no, that's not true. But just off of the strength, because we look at it different. Like, you know, they just are able to literally separate the emotional attachment.
You know what I hate about that? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's it. That's
Like,
pretty much it.
I hate that part because it's like when y'all don't fuck just off nothing. It's the emotion involved. So it's like, so the bitch you fucking really like you.
Exactly.
Is that what you telling me?
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so that bitch all in her feelings when she fucking you then, right?
And that's what it is.
your
And that's why it
logic.
gets complicated.
Of
because
course.
So then that's the bullshit of it all.
And that's why
Right.
it gets complicated because she's emotionally attached now.
And then
Right.
take
And don't let it be
words.
some good dick too, because
Niggas-
she's about to be.
Now she about to be at the door, wanting to fight you and shit. Like, bitch, I didn't put. You don't know how I feel about it is when bitches go into situations or whatever, fucking with a nigga and feeling like they have grounds to do this. You don't, like you were saying, you don't know what the fuck this bitch done put up with.
Exactly.
I might have held this nigga down however many years through whatever shit that haven't been made public because he don't want to talk about that shit. He don't want to talk about that shit. He don't want to put that shit out there because that's going to make him look a certain type of way. So you're not going to know what he's dealing with on a day-to-day that I'm helping him walk through.
Right.
While you sitting here just bouncing up and, you know, trying to do whatever the fuck you trying to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. And then there's the double standard thing, because then she definitely seemed like the type where it's like, nigga, oh, you want to do that to me? Or is that what you want to do? Because I could do that too.
Right.
Well, she can because she a badass bitch.
Right.
But niggas can never handle it in reverse. You know what I'm saying? Whether they say, oh, it's emotional based, and I think that's kind of bullshit too at the same time, because it's like, I can see a fly ass nigga and be like, and we vibe. Now, it may not be like how men see a bitch with a fat ass and be like, I want to fuck right away. Because women, we're really not like that. But maybe I meet the nigga one day for drinks or something. We all kicking it or whatever, and it's a nigga, he comes to the bar, we just end up having a great conversation. He fine as fuck. Maybe it wasn't just me looking at him, but having a conversation, now I want to fuck. It was that same night.
Exactly.
Am I a scandalous bitch? Because or am I any different than you from being attracted to
No,
what you're
not at all.
attracted to? Because I was vibing with a nigga and now I want to fuck?
Right.
Nope. What's tea? I'm just saying,
No,
you
that's
know.
a fact.
So there's these double standards and all of this stuff. But I mean, like you said, they're young, you know, young with money.
Yeah.
20-something years old with that came into some money. They
Yeah.
got some long money. And it's just different when you cheat on the same playing field. Like I was saying, like, she's not just the girlfriend that got to deal with him because he up. Like, me too, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
am
saying?
that
Like,
bitch.
Yeah.
Niggas was trying to holler the whole time we was here.
That meme where they said,
and I'm sure
Tweety
bitches
DMs,
are probably
and it was
all
all
up in her shit.
all them people running through the door. That was funny as shit.
Right.
That was funny as shit. But what people are saying is, because you know the men always got comments about that.
Of course.
They like, don't let this sweetie situation fuck up y'all relationships or whatever. Y'all ain't sweetie or whatever. Y'all gonna end up fucking up y'all relationships.
Wow.
Y'all gonna end up fucking up y'all relationships.
You ain't gonna
and
bounce
shit.
back ass fast.
Right. So there's that.
That's crazy.
That's funny.
What do you guys feel about saying? Okay, so let me ask this question. This is a real question. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
Bring it. Come on. Been sipping for 40 minutes and shit. I'm ready. Listen, bring it.
If not now, then when?
Right.
So you've been with your dude. I'm putting timestamps on. I'm setting the whole stage.
Okay.
You've been with your dude 5 years.
Okay.
5 years. Y'all done been through the ups and downs and the this and the that and, you know, learning and growing and loving and, you know, issues here and there, whatever. And you catch this nigga cheating. Mm-hmm. You catch him cheating. Mm-hmm. The specifics, I won't have to mention the specifics, you know, but in some way, you can, you know, use your own imagination. Maybe you crack him in his DMs. Maybe you see some drawers under his seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, the old school shit. You know what I mean? What do you do? How are you feeling? What are you doing? Because basically the reason why she's saying that she left the nigga is because he cheated. And she was tired of sharing him with other women.
Right.
Even though she was top priority, top billing, she that bitch. You know, there were other women partaking in the Quavo experience. So, what y'all doing?
I don't know.
You want to go first?
I mean, it's short. I
Y'all
don't
stumped.
know. I mean, because it's like, I do not know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm certain I will leave.
Right.
I don't know if I'll be gone for good.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Same.
Like, that's pretty much how I can give a synopsis on that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't have a play-by-play because I don't even know what went on into those 5 years. You know, and so it's kind of hard for me to even like condense it to just
Are there
answer,
kids
like,
involved? Is it
right? So
Yeah.
so many variables?
Are we sharing
factors,
space? Are we doing
exactly?
right?
It's a lot of things that can go into
5 years
that.
at this age, like shit, that's adult time. This ain't baby playground puppy love,
Right?
You know what I mean? So it's like more we're invested. I'm assuming at 5 years, like we're family. Your family is mine, you know, vice versa. So more than likely, initially I would leave.
Right.
I don't know how long or what it would take to get me back because it's cheating with fucking who.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's why I didn't
Like,
put any details.
Right.
Of course, there's all different ways.
Right,
to
it's
go.
too many different ways.
Right.
But for me, it's like initially I will probably more than likely initially I would leave because I would feel like I don't want to deal with this.
Right.
At this particular age.
Right.
How long will I be going? I don't fucking know.
Right.
Realistically, like
Right.
I don't fucking know.
Right.
Yeah. I'm emotional with like
Christian's, yeah.
I'll be crying in the
Yeah.
car and shit. Like I know I'll be like if I found out I was being cheated on, I know I'm emotional when it comes
emotional
to
wreck.
that. Like I'll be like, I cannot fucking believe you did that to me.
Right.
Like I'll be like fucked up behind it.
Right.
So I know off impulse I will leave.
Right.
But I have to agree with Janice. Like I don't know for how long.
Right.
Especially, I mean, it's so many. 5 years is a long time, and it could be so many things that are intertwined. Mm-hmm. It could be living in the same space. It could be us having shared bank accounts at this point. It could be us having kids together at this point.
Right.
It could be so many different variables that have built our relationship within that 5 years, and so many things that we shared together in 5 years. And I'm not necessarily, me personally, I'm not the one that just kind of like throws in the towel, like, you know, if I love somebody, it's the reason why we've been together for 5 years. You know, if I love somebody and have been rocking with somebody that long, if you're willing to, but I do want to see you fight for me. I do want to see you fight for me. You know what I mean? I want to see you go through, nigga, the 5 years to get me back and to make this shit right.
If it matters to you.
If it matters to you.
Because I have another question.
I'll let you done, Chris.
No, you
And
go
if
ahead.
if during that time of me walking out, and if you're not fighting for me, then you know what, maybe it wasn't worth it.
Right.
Maybe it wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to see you put up a fight and do what you, and don't just put up the fight, nigga, and then I come back and then it's the same shit.
And then you on the same
It's
shit.
something's supposed to change from this.
That's where my question, like, do
Something's
you
supposed
guys
to-
think at any moment, like, it's never your fault the person cheated, but do you think you can play a role in the fact that
Yes.
they cheated?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I have a PSA for you bitches, okay? And this is how I feel. This isn't what it is, kind of a question. It kind of leads into the question. Because this is my assumption based on my experience, looking at, you know, situations, relationships, my own relationship, just, you know, my parents' relationships, older people. I don't think men are able to be physically faithful for extended periods of time. I don't believe that it exists. It got dead silent in this motherfucker. I swear to God, Bishop.
Because that's the harsh reality of I'm going to say I kind of agree with you, but I want to hear your point.
Listen, I don't feel like it's in I was told too, because I had this conversation before, it's not just the fact that men can't be faithful, because men can be faithful in a lot of other areas. Men cannot be physically, sexually faithful for very, very long and extended periods of time. I don't believe it's possible. Personally, for you bitches. So yes, you can definitely have something to do with it. And just understand that if we talk about numbers, you know what I'm saying, how we outnumber men, right? And and you have to think about all of the men that we do have access to. Most of us want, black men. We want to partner and, cohabitate and build families and stuff with black men, and so do others. So they are an endangered species. You know what I mean? So just numbers, based on numbers, it seems as though not everyone may get one. Or the competition to get one, especially the ones that we want,
are tough.
I plan on doing a video about this on my Baby Mama Chronicles page.
This is tough.
But because you can say like, okay, well, this nigga don't cheat. This nigga work at the tire center and or not. Maybe he don't even have no job. Because he could be the manager at tire center killing it.
Right.
Sales and everything, bringing in money or whatever. So let me not even say that. But let's say he doesn't have any occupation. He just want to sit up under you. So maybe that's the nigga that won't cheat. You know what I'm saying? That'll just be up under you all day.
They still will cheat.
He'll still, okay.
They will still cheat.
As an exception to the rule. As that 1%. Okay, you know what I mean?
Let's say that.
As the caveat.
There's no
just
exception to the rule.
Because it can't be no absolutes or whatever. But, if not, it's kind of like, I just feel like that natural inclination in them is to.
I think at a certain age, I think some dudes get tired of cheating, depending on how much of a cheater that they are.
Not tired of cheating, child.
No, because it takes a lot of energy. Like, it takes a lot to keep the shit going. It takes a lot to deal with the bitch, to be able to have. Not your way, deal with the bitch. It takes a lot to keep up that relationship, to give them just enough that they need to keep them chill, where they're not pressing you, stressing you, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Is this okay? Go ahead.
I do think they get to a point. It's like I'm fucking tired.
I'm tired.
I'm tired of getting caught behind bitches.
Yeah.
I'm tired of doing what's necessary to keep it up.
Right.
I don't even feel like fucking.
Tired of lying.
Right.
I don't feel like fucking that much no more.
I'm tired.
Like, I'm cool.
Bitch, I'm tired.
You know what I mean? So I do think you do have. I do think they take breaks for a minute. They kind of grow out of that phase where it's like, I'm just trying to chill with my family.
But then they sporadically could go on vacation and fuck a bitch like this.
Damn. Yeah, we can too. Depending on the mood we in, we leave town.
This is true. Sorry to break to you. But I just feel like for men as a rule in general. So what I was basically saying is, like, for a woman, because the competition is so stiff, especially for this certain kind of man. And I was talking about the man working at a tire center or living at home, staying at home, whatever, wanting to be up under you.
Right.
The type of men that we want, which Kevin Samuels, or there's another guy that I listen to named Jason Black. The high value man, that's like the thing that's circulating right now.
Right.
The connotation is that these are men that are, dominant in their fields, making good money. That I don't even know what the percentage is or whatever, but it's a very small percent of black men that are actually in that. So they have their pick of whoever they want. And these are not just rappers, athletes. Yeah. These are doctors, lawyers, stockbrokers, investment bankers, you know what I'm saying? Entrepreneurs, you know what I mean? They have their pick of the litter. So as a woman, you do need to be on your shit.
Yep.
And that's not just physically, although that's a factor too. You know what I'm saying? Get in that gym, keep that hair done, keep those nails done, keep those feet done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But also definitely invest in yourself as a business brand, whatever it is that you're working on. All of that shit
have
is
your
super
shit
important.
together. And something to bring to the table.
But that was the question, though. That kind of centers around the question. So do you feel like men can be faithful?
Yes. With all that.
Well, right, with all that.
I would say at a certain point.
Or do you think that all men cheat?
At a certain point, yeah.
At a certain point.
That was the better question. So your answer is at a certain point, so if we're in a 20-year tenure, at some point during those 20 years, he's probably going to cheat.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. That
or even maybe even 30s.
That 20-year could have started at a teenager.
Yeah.
Y'all just happen to keep molding through life together.
And I just wanted to kind of give the example of my stepdad and my mom. Like Ron was the nigga. Ron had all the women.
Because Ron, baby, we talking about the 80s with the light skin.
And I know my parents would never watch this, but low key, Ron didn't.
Don't do it. No.
Okay.
Nope. We're not going there. But he was that nigga.
Respectfully.
They don't need all that.
Segue it back.
But okay, right. Yeah, you're right. We're not going there. Right. But I'm just saying he's had his plethora women, and he's very vocal about this.
Right.
Like my mom knows what the tea is. Him and my mom grew up together.
Right.
But he was the nigga that went through them all types.
All types,
hilarious. Like all types and all kinds. So, but he's in a marriage now. He's been married to my mom almost. They're leaping almost to 20 years, and he has not stepped out of that 20-year bond.
Right.
And he wouldn't. And he says, Chris, I already done that.
He's been there, done that.
That's where I say
he says already done that. He says I'm done with that. I've experienced that. I know what it is. I'm tired.
It ain't shit.
Now this is where I'm at in my life.
Because honestly, as the dating pool still gets slim as it goes up for both sides of the sex. Because for every man that's one black man, because they probably make up 2% of the real money around here.
Right.
Like for every one of them that's bringing in money, it's probably 6 of us that's doing it as well.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like as you go up, like that day. I think I read online the other day somebody said the dating pool has pee in it, and I believe that shit.
I did on Twitter.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes, the dating pool has pee.
That's funny as hell.
It's kind of like
LA dating pool.
Right.
That's
Because
That's funny as hell.
It gets slim as you get older.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hope and shit.
Like, granted, like what you want and
God,
your type and all that
like,
stuff.
what am I supposed to do?
I mean, because
where are the niggas that are trying to
Where are the niggas? That's always been the
fall.
question. Where are the niggas? I'm sorry, but go ahead.
The shallow shit starts to fall, and when you really hone into really what matters in an individual, you even overlook the baddest nigga. Like this motherfucker.
Right.
All you got is your outfit.
Right.
Crazy.
In your car.
That's
it.
Right.
I'm about to
Because you're
start
trying to
going for
spend
the
a night
ones
over
that
there,
I
over there, and over there.
Yeah.
Like how many? Like realistically, a lot of the flyest niggas in the city stay with bitches that they claim
Straight
not
up
to
when are
like.
being
That's
kept.
a
What your mama
fact.
say? That I always.
There's always a woman willing to take care of a man.
That's a fact.
Did y'all hear her say it again?
There's always a woman willing to take care of a man.
Keep
a
it in
fact.
and y'all
That's a
know
fact.
that's a fact.
Like half of the baddest ones. So as we get older, it gets super slim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as like what matters, because at this point, like we out educate so many men, like we don't even need you for our upkeep like it was before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it gets fucked up. So I do think with that being said, some can be faithful, but like Chris said, I think it comes with age, what you want at that time, maturity,
life cycle, and where you're at in your
Sick
life.
as fuck.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, and I think women too, sometimes or some get into like a space where they just don't want to be alone. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna put myself out there. Like I messed with somebody's boyfriend before. You know what I'm saying?
I think we've all been a side
right.
bitch. I think everybody, whether it has been intentional or unintentional.
And he's like, well, she knows what time it is, and she's not going to leave. I'm like, well, damn. But like me, I'm like, you know what, nigga, I don't want that karma. Like,
Talk about that.
What I'm not going to do.
Tell him.
Like me. So first of all, me knowing that you have a bitch and me still fucking with you is bad karma on me. To me. Like, because when I finally get a nigga, I'm in a relationship, and I'd be damned if I find out my nigga fucking with some other bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that. So you gotta go. Like I can't intertwine or be entangled with this anymore because it's just karma that I don't want. Right. And I know how that feels to be a bitch to get cheated on, to be that bitch to get cheated on. I know what that is. Yeah. When I'm at home and my nigga out, you know, or I find out he's fucking somebody else. Like I know what that is.
Right.
You know, but he's a man that's just like well, she know what time it is. But she's still at home playing her position and playing her role because she don't want to be, at the end of the day, I
don't even know if it's her not wanting to be alone or just knowing her nigga, because I honestly feel like no matter what kind of jacket you want to put on a nigga, whether that nigga, like I was saying, is an athlete or a rapper or a stockbroker, or that nigga is the manager at fucking Tire Center killing it on the fucking boards with sales, all them niggas liable to fuck on their bitch. I mean, to cheat on their bitch.
Yeah.
The nigga that I was talking about that want to stay at home and be up under you. Nigga, you up under me. I'm taking care of you. I'm doing all of this shit. You still gonna cheat on me?
Yes,
bitch.
because
that's how bitches end up fighting niggas. Like, nigga, we can get in.
That's what it is.
What's
happening? Because he still needs to feel needed. It's just that man, he needs to control something, because at the end of the day, if he under you, you out taking care of shit. So when you're handling shit, that responsibility is different. Like, I need you to do some shit. We have different conversations. Right. And you're gonna have with that bitch who's asking why you didn't call today. You feel me? And
you're
I'm asking,
needed, and
right. Right, you're needed. You can control some shit. You can pull up to her house. You can feel like you're the man. Bro, on this motherfucker, I know everything that I do.
You better vacuum around this motherfucker,
right?
Or something when I come home.
You know
home,
what I'm
nigga.
saying? Like, do
some windows,
right?
Like, tacos better be on the stove and shit,
right? Like, can you go pick up motherfuckers from school? Like, can you know what I mean? Shit is delegated a little different. We talk about real responsibilities, and y'all talk about, why you didn't call me or text me back?
Right, it's like
about to go. It's super simple, and you can control that shit. So the nigga will still cheat to feed his own fucked up, misplaced ass ego.
Right. It's true.
Well, you know what? This was deep. I have to go home and figure out my life and shit. Are you gonna go figure out my situation?
Thanks a lot, sweetie, with your young ass.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm in silent finish.
Until the next episode and shit. You know what? First of all, Mookie got me this.
You just have to move the bows around. It ain't no
excuse me.
that way.
I tried.
So this is a gift from Mookie.
So that is a gift.
Can you give us a disclaimer on what's in the what's going on here?
I think it's upside down to start.
I know. I was trying to.
So I didn't notice. Yeah, so
it's like lavender.
I had bought gifts these like months and months and months ago, and I was not that satisfied. That's why they have them in March, because they're in my house and they were in my car, and so I was like,
was this a Christmas gift?
It was, but I wanted it to be
better late than never.
I'm so grateful
because it was so small. Like, first of all, I could have made it myself, and it was so small. That's what bothered me.
These are bath bombs.
The box is small for what I paid.
So we got bath bombs and lavender
this is really
soap,
nice.
And it smells amazing. Do you want to shout out the company?
No.
Oh.
I bought them.
Mookie give no free pub.
So I have Shea Lip Balm, the soybean. Excuse me, soybean oil and aloe vera. Thank you. That's a very good combination.
Because like when I'm going to sleep at night or whatever, I don't want to put on the lip gloss, so I just put this on and keep it next to my bed.
Yeah, same.
No, I don't do that shit, girl.
Okay.
Then that shit end up all over here.
Right? I do a lip scrub and then I go over with like a lip mask or a balm.
Yeah.
I can smell the lavender before I even open up the box. So it's a
cute.
lavender hand and body soap. This is great.
So those are the nice little gifts.
Thank you, Mookie.
You guys are welcome.
Doesn't result in what we get,
Smells
but
so
what
good.
we give. This is really nice.
So nice, right?
And this is such a Janice kind of gift. This is what she does. She gives you she's going to give you things so that you can basically go home and relax,
mind
meditate.
together.
You're all about that, being at one with yourself. You gave me
a crystal about 3 years ago.
And I still have my crystals by my
bed. She bought me Queen Afua's book. I just watched Queen
dope.
Afua on Breakfast Club today or whatever, but I do have that book as well. Amazing read.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mookie.
Before it was
I would love.
trendy.
I'm going to speak this into fruition because I would love the hood healer to come on our show.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
sorry. Okay,
no
well.
shade, no tea.
Yeah,
Good healer.
right.
She from the district.
It's a surprise name.
We gotta learn to start talking about this shit off
right.
air, offline.
I'm like, did I miss something?
No.
Anywho,
She was
No, I
already
like
on
her.
another show though.
I like her. What show? We forget.
We ain't about to mention that.
anywho, until next time. Thank you for tuning into the Trio Pod.
The
This
Trio
is Christian.
Pod. These may be coming to you sometime soon, just to let
Y'all
you know.
keep fucking with us,
So y'all
man.
can
At the
with us.
Trio Pod _ on Insta. You can follow me at I am
Don't
Chrissy
close
B.
us out yet. So we have a club on Clubhouse. So if you're not on Clubhouse, comment in our comments so that we can get you on Clubhouse. Okay, we're going to give out like 3 invites maybe. So just comment hashtag Clubhouse or hashtag Club something, and we're going to get you in so that you can be a part of our club.
Yeah, and we can continue these conversations.
Yeah.
That's what we need
We
to do.
can
We got to
really
start
chit-chat.
carrying over the conversations to different platforms.
Yeah.
And I know y'all have so many stories and teas and advice.
Let
and
us
just
know.
different angles and variables to
Yeah.
everything. So we would love to hear from you, the people.
Yes. So comment under the Trio Pod _ right?
Do we have a sign for the trio? Oh, this is. Ooh.
What is girl? First of all,
I don't know.
I've been around it too long. I'm so
and we
sorry.
out my bun falling and shit. Excuse us. Have a lovely evening, everyone.
Have a
Good
lovely
night.
evening.